In a world of crumbling bridges and cracked pavements, the promise of a building material that can heal itself sounds like science fiction. Yet it is not the distant dream of tomorrow, it is the science of today. Self-healing concrete, born from decades of material innovation and biological inspiration, offers a revolutionary answer to one of construction's oldest problems: the silent, creeping cracks that weaken our cities. What if the walls around us could patch themselves up? What if a road could repair its own wounds after the freeze of winter and the scorch of summer? As these visions turn into real-world prototypes and pilot projects, one compelling question begins to take shape. How does self-healing concrete actually work? With this technology, the built environment begins to mirror the resilience of the natural world, right here on History of Simple Things. Concrete is, by far, the most widely used construction material on Earth. Its robust strength and moldable nature make it the backbone of urban development. But it comes with a critical vulnerability. Over time, exposure to environmental stress, rainwater, temperature shifts, vibration, and traffic loads causes microcracks to form. These small fractures may seem harmless at first, but they serve as open doors for moisture and oxygen to penetrate. Once inside, they attack the steel reinforcement embedded within, leading to corrosion, expansion, and ultimately structural failure. The global cost of repairing such damage climbs into the hundreds of billions of dollars each year. Enter the promise of a self-sustaining solution, a concrete that can sense and mend its own fractures before they threaten stability. The concept of self-healing concrete begins with an understanding of how cracks behave. In traditional concrete, hairline cracks smaller than 0.2 millimeters can sometimes seal themselves when exposed to water through a process called autogenous healing. This natural phenomenon relies on leftover unhydrated cement particles within the concrete matrix. When water enters, these particles react and form new calcium silicate hydrate, sealing the crack. But this effect is limited, inconsistent, and unreliable in larger or repeatedly stressed cracks. For a truly durable self-repairing concrete, scientists had to turn to new strategies that could extend and amplify this natural capability. One of the most fascinating breakthroughs involves embedding living organisms into the very heart of the concrete. In bio-based self-healing concrete, microscopic capsules or spores of bacillus bacteria are introduced into the mix, along with a food source, usually a form of calcium lactate. These bacterial spores remain dormant until cracks allow water to enter. Upon activation, the bacteria wake up and begin metabolizing the calcium compound, producing limestone, calcium carbonate, as a byproduct. This limestone gradually fills the crack, sealing it off and preventing further intrusion. Once the crack is healed and the environment dries, the bacteria go dormant once again, ready to spring back to life when needed. But biological healing is just one method in a broader toolkit. Some researchers have developed self-healing concrete using synthetic polymers. These materials are embedded into the concrete in the form of microcapsules or fibers. When a crack forms, it ruptures these capsules, releasing a healing agent, often a polymer resin, that flows into the gap. Upon exposure to air or moisture, the resin hardens, bonding the sides of the crack together. The result is a structure that behaves more like skin than stone, adapting to damage with restorative chemistry. Unlike biological methods, which rely on water and microbial life, polymer-based healing is more controllable and can work in a wider range of environmental conditions. Another innovation involves vascular networks, tiny hollow tubes or channels embedded within the concrete. These networks are filled with healing agents and are designed to mimic the human circulatory system. When a crack intersects a channel, the healing agent flows into the void and seals it. Once cured, the channel can be refilled, making the healing system reusable and particularly suitable for high-risk applications like tunnels, dams, and nuclear reactors. This approach requires sophisticated engineering and careful planning, but it allows for repeated healing cycles and a higher degree of precision. Of course, implementing self-healing concrete at scale brings its own challenges. Cost remains a major concern. Traditional concrete is cheap and abundant, while self-healing variants require specialized additives, capsules, or biological materials. However, researchers argue that the upfront investment is balanced by the long-term savings in maintenance, repairs, and infrastructure downtime. Furthermore, the environmental benefits cannot be ignored. Every ton of cement production emits nearly a ton of carbon dioxide. If self-healing concrete can extend the lifespan of structures, it could drastically reduce the need for new construction and associated emissions, aiding in the global effort to combat climate change. Field trials are already underway. In the Netherlands, bio-based self-healing concrete has been used in water tanks and highway barriers. In the United Kingdom, test sections of self-healing roads are being monitored for performance over time. Bridges in South Korea and tunnels in Switzerland are also experimenting with various self-repairing formulas. These pilot projects serve as laboratories in the real world, collecting data on durability, cost efficiency, and environmental resilience. Early results are promising, and interest from governments and engineering firms is growing steadily. What lies ahead is not just smarter infrastructure, but a philosophical shift in how we think about materials. The notion of passive, inert matter is giving way to an era where buildings and bridges are active participants in their own survival. We may soon inhabit cities where walls resist decay, highways shrug off damage, and skyscrapers heal their own wounds. In such a future, concrete becomes not just a building block, but a living system, an intelligent material designed for a dynamic world. As we continue to push the boundaries of engineering, self-healing concrete stands as a testament to humanity's ability to learn from nature and reshape the rules of construction. It's not just about stronger buildings, it's about sustainable design, resilience in the face of decay, and innovation that carries the weight of civilization. From microscopic spores to synthetic veins, the revolution is already mixed into the mortar. We are entering an age where the materials we build with don't just endure time, they respond to it. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.